Hey guys, welcome back to the Portal Podcast, and I'm your host Edmond Orenge, and you can refer me as the Tribal Chief. So today we're going to talk about the Young Mother's Journal, and as you can see, I have amazing guests, beautiful guests, and they're going to tell us part of their stories and also lessons you guys, young ladies, can learn if you have or if you happen to get a child when you're young. Okay, so sit back, find a safe place you can sit, and enjoy the episode. Yeah, so I think tutaanza na introduction. We know them, and also Melody will act as our co-host today. And yeah, you can start from you to tuambie jina, what you do. Yeah, that was M-Pesa. So tuanze na wewe sasa.
Hi everyone, my name is Melody Wambui. I am a singer, I am a student. I'm not a young mom yet, but I am excited for this conversation.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Shamin Rose and I'm a young mom.
I'm Ivy Jerome and I'm a young mom.
Yeah, nice. So I think now we have a little bit of chemistry here, and let's go into the topic. So for me, naweza sema I've always dreamed to be a dad, and to know that experience of having a lover, starting a family, having a home. Ndio? So for you, how do you see this the journey of being a mom?
Okay, according to me, the journey of being a young mom has not been so much challenging.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about a matter of being loved, having a supportive background, having a supportive parents,
Mm-hmm.
guardians, and the people around you showing you love and support. Yeah, it's a matter of love.
Nice,
With much negativity, it can lead to a certain point that's not supposed to be.
nice.
First of all, we have to understand who is a mom.
Yep.
Yeah, a mom is someone who cares, and a mom necessarily does not mean biologically like you get pregnant, you get a child.
Yeah.
There are some moms who take care of other people's kids and they are not their
Mom.
biological
Mom.
mother. So the journey begins from when they are young to their when they start working, going to school, their teenage, adulthood, and beyond. Motherhood journey is just, how should I say? It's
Exciting.
yeah.
Nice. Melody, you're not a mom, and
Yes.
you dream of being a mom in the future.
I would like to. I think that's everyone's dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily in my plans,
Mm-hmm.
but you know,
Yeah.
ya Mungu ni mengi.
Yeah. So how do you see that journey? Come on, like let's say a young lady wants to be a mom. You're not yet a mom, but how can we like the experiences? How can we prepare ourselves as a lady to be a mom?
I think some things are not even, there's no way to prepare yourself. I feel like when you're a mom, some things just zinakuja tu. You just know, I have to do this, I have to be like this, and I think that's what's special about it.
Mhm.
Just motherhood is an inherent thing about being a woman.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So tumesha define what's a mom, like the nini. Yeah, you have a point. Uh-huh.
Yeah, according to me,
Mhm.
being a mom is very, it's like I feel it's so much respect because if moving from a girl to a mom,
Mhm.
it really shows that society really respects you. And being a mom means like you are having an up task like and you're supposed like taking care of your child and being loving, teaching and supportive towards the child.
Nice. That's really nice. You have anything to add on that?
Um Also, like moms are there, like a young mom. We don't personally. I didn't prepare to be a mom. It's just
It happened.
yeah. So when such happens,
Mhm.
first you have like you start like educate yourself, use the social media, start googling on how yes I'm pregnant, what will I do? Like, what should I do? What should I not do? How should I handle things? And also, you should embrace motherhood, embrace the changes in life, because life will not remain the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because unajua if you change from a girl to a mother, of course you have a social life with your friends, you
Yeah.
have school, you have everything is running on
Yes.
top, ndio.
Yes.
So changing from that at times unajua inaweza kuwa difficult because tumeona like kuna these things that young mothers ama after a mother amepata mtoto wanapata kitu inaitwa postpartum depression.
True. True.
You see, so for a young mom to like understand what is postpartum depression na tuseme hauna support from
Yeah.
your friend, your maybe let's say your boyfriend ama your husband, it can be challenging, sindio?
Yes, it's so challenging, especially the postpartum stress. Uh, just imagine, maybe you are young, you don't know, and sometimes you don't know the signs and symptoms of it. You maybe you are just stressed, you have a baby here, you don't know what to do. Personally, I never knew how to change a diaper when I was shown in the hospital. uh, I had my child while I was still in school in my 4.2, raising the kid, balancing classes, paying. It's so hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you experienced postpartum depression?
Yeah, that was the very first time I knew I was pregnant. I really faced it, and it was so much challenging, and it really pushed me towards the wall. But I really took it in a positive way, and I had to accept the fact that it has already happened. So it was for me to accept and just take things easy in a calmly way, for me to manage and stabilize everything in according to ways it was supposed to. So I like being a young mom is so much challenging, trying to find like you are having the symptoms of pregnancy, like it was something that is it wasn't even reading in your mind. So you like, mom, I'm feeling this way and this way, I think it's malaria. Then you're being forced to like go see what could be the problem. So when you go to the hospital and you explain everything to the doctor, and then you're like, go get a pregnancy test, and you're like, hey, did you had sex? No. And you're like, okay, I did it, but no. So after the results are out, like you're 4 months pregnant and you're supposed to start your clinic by as from today, just as we are talking now. And I'm like, hey, wait, just give me a moment. So it was a bit challenging for me to accept, but I just said to take a couple of days for me to accept. Actually, I was excited, but at the very same moment, I was like, hey, si nitafukuzwa nyumbani, nitasema aje? What will the society talk? Plus it was so very depressive according to the generation we were back in the days, like you are a famous person because of this and that. Then definitely, like what we people say, like alizaa mapema, it could lead, how she used to be, like it could lead her to that way. So it was very depressive. Plus when you're in school and you're pregnant, it was so much challenging. The teachers could neglect you, they could like embarrass you, harass you in all kinds of ways. To make matters worse, like if you're having a pregnancy that could lead you to much sleep, it was so very bad because the teachers could not understand. And
Yeah.
you're like, you are a mom, kindly just understand me. So plus the students negativity, the gossips, the rumor mongering about from students, it could lead someone to a depressive way, to a point like you feel like aborting. I feel like I should run away, I feel like I should just go, like for people not to find me. But it's a matter of getting positive and accepting. For me it was just that simple. I accepted, but it took me time to tell to my, like to report it to my mom. So I just had to let it be for her to notice on her own. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Umeongelea the other point.
I
Okay.
have a question. I hope this is not going to be a very touchy question, but in this day and age, especially when we know we are young women and we happen to get pregnant, most of us would rather opt to just
About.
fetus delete us, get rid of the child. So what led you, or why did you make the decision that you made to be a young mom?
Okay. First of all, I have a very supportive boyfriend. Yeah. Uh so when I got pregnant, And the first month when I just realized it, I told him, and he accepted it, and he's the one who advised me to start the antenatal clinics. He was the first person who knew before my parents.
Of course.
Yeah. And my parents knew when I was 7 months pregnant.
7.
Yes. So he has been supportive ever since. Yeah, and that's what kept me going. Yeah.
Okay, for me it was a bit different because the moment I knew I was pregnant, he was the first guy I told, but it went a different way. Okay, according to how I expected it to be, ilienda different kwa ground. I was like, hey, nani alikutuma? Mbona, like, why did you let it be that way? And I was like, it was not me, it was us. So you're supposed to be there for me and you're supposed to show me love and support till end. So he was like, abortion is a crime, but don't claim me as the father. You just go look for the father out there. So I just took it personally. It really like drained my mind to a far end, but according to the love that I had from my sisters, I just had to take it like it was all fine because the love that I needed from him, I was already shown by my guardians.
Nice. You told me you studied law.
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to speak about abortion. How does law take abortion?
Wow. People say it is a crime,
Mm-hmm.
but if we're looking at it, really looking at it, well, the law really goes by if the pregnancy is going to be a problem for the mom or for the child, like if there's a life at risk, then that is when they'll allow it to happen. But if we're looking at it realistically,
Yeah.
sometimes,
As young guys.
yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is a personal take again. I feel like if you are not ready to be a parent, if you don't have that support, because not everyone has it,
Yeah.
then there's no need to bring a child into this world so that they go through, not very favorable conditions. But that's just a personal thing. I don't know how it is for you guys.
I agree because I I last month, okay, not let's go way back when I went to deliver. Alright, I heard everything. My man was around, and also my mom was around. Yeah, and there were some other mothers the same age as me, but they were alone. So just imagine the pain of bringing someone.
To the world.
Yeah, then you just from the hospital, you you're still in pain.
Yeah.
You go and take a maybe a matatu if you can't afford a taxi. Maybe if your home is far from the tarmac, you take a piki, and it's still the wound is still. Yeah. So I would love to tell people that if you are not ready, and if you are with someone who
Is a
like
one night stand.
mtu mwenye unaona huyu hata hatuwezi nini future naye, hata yani nini ikifanyika, si eti usikae hapo, mi nataka nikae naye ndo nipate mimba, labda atanisaidia mama, labda nitamshika. No, utaachwa
Utamwekea
sister.
juju.
Hey, men out here.
I'm feeling offended, but yeah.
Usi try ku get ball eti because eti nataka kumpatia mtoto maybe ataka. No. Yeah.
Okay,
Pata mtoto kama you are ready, like ndo mtoto asiteseke.
okay, for us young moms, I'd like to oppose that by saying it was something that it was unexpected. You weren't preparing for it, like ilikuwa too abruptly, but you just had to take it positively and carry the womb till the far end. So pregnancy is just a very nice thing because you're carrying your baby for 270 days. It's
Wow.
like you're waiting for your kid from the airport. So it's like this is something that is supposed to be accepted by all kinds of ways. Even if you had a hatred upon me, just kindly show me love. Because through this journey, it is very challenging, and you're supposed to be there while you are about to deliver. You really have a labor pain is something that it's not something easy. It's all about being strong, and you're supposed like to be having prayer as your guide. Prayer till far end can lead you to a happy ending, because that journey is very very tough. And I'd like to advise my fellow young girls out there, kindly, if you're dating or if you're having a relationship with someone, kindly take care of yourself, kindly do all kinds of possibilities that you can. If you're not ready to be a mom, just protect yourself in all
True.
kinds of ways,
Yeah.
because being a young mom is very challenging and it's very expensive, because you are not prepared of it, you are not aware of it. But it really forces you to have the financiability, the love, the support. Even if the baby is in sickness, you yourself being sick in pregnancy, it is very bad, because treating yourself while you're paged, it really costs a lot. And the journey of being pregnant till the EDD date, it is very expensive. Most of all, providing for the kid clothes itself, according to me, I really spent 10K. That's Mtumba clothes only. You have not yet buyed a baby. You have not even visited a baby shop for you to see like what could the baby wear for the first month, because he or she is supposed to be cared according to healthy way. Like wezi mvalisha nguo ya mtumba na amezaliwa, you're supposed to care about the skin, the smell, and how like the baby could be catered in a very environmental health. So it
Nice.
is very hard, but I'd like to advise my fellow young girls, kindly keep it safe. It is not that easy. Yeah, it's good to have a child once the child has already passed that age of buying diapers, catering non milk. You're supposed to eat heavily for you to get the milk, but just kindly keep it safe. Yeah.
So nataka sasa tuangalie the qualities of a mom. Let's take it now to a smile up place. Sasa tulikuwa tumehuzunika. So now let's take it now to the qualities of a mom. What are these qualities? Tunaweza anzia huko.
A mom must be loving, caring, nurturing, resilient, must be brave, must be ready to teach the kid how to grow, must be empathetic. Yeah.
Nice.
Qualities of a mom is to teach, to love, and to give discipline
Where it's needed.
where it's needed. Yeah.
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 Do you have anything kuguzia hapo? Qualities?
I think wameexhaust sasa, if I say itakuwa kurudia.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's say sasa when we were having a conversation pale enye you're having a social life that's running. Does being a young mother make you make the decisions you're making, like, does it differ with your decision making? You being a young mom.
Being a young mom affects your social life definitely,
Yeah.
because you have to, like, the baby is small, you have to be with the baby like every time, most of the time. Yes. You can't go and party like the way you used to, you can't go and visit your friends like the way you used to. Even you find it sometimes, some people when they get pregnant, some leave school for a while so that they can take care of the baby. Like in my own, let me talk about myself. Like I'm a informatics student. I was in Mo University. This week there is a cybersecurity training, but I can't go. My baby is young, so there are things that I have to pause first, but I take it so lightly, because if it can't happen now, it will happen later. Everything happens with its in its own time, and I'm religious, so I usually believe that God knew bringing that baby at that particular time. Yeah, so everything happens for a reason, and the reason you might not see it now, it might manifest itself later.
Nice.
Yeah, according to me, I'd say it can affect your social life, because if you could be that person that could used to like have like hanging out with your friends during daytime, then isuku you're going out for dunda. It really affects because you really have to nurture that kid, you really have to embrace the love to the kid, and you have to put a full stop to everything that you used to do when you were a girl child for you to be a good example to your kid. So according to me, like, it really pulled me down to my social life because I had to keep everything aside for me to be a good example as a young mom. Then it really affects so bad because the friends that you used to have were there with you the very first time they knew you were pregnant. But the moment you're trying to keep yourself distant from them, you find out that you're remaining alone. They're all gone. So like even ndo watashuka wakishuka na waende, you'll never hear from them, and it will be so much disappointing new, and it will reach a point for you to realize like they were all fake friends, because the real friends could stick by you till the very far end, and they could like show you and give you an like energetic side for you like to love your child. And it is really disappointing because it really also affects because like kama mimi kitambo I used to be a party animal, but nowadays like it really pulled me like hadi msee akiniita naambia I can't,
Party animal,
sina time.
animal ama
Yeah, party animal.
oh party
Vipi, vipi?
kwa
So it
shanga ni vipi.
so it really pulled me down. So hadi mtu akiniita sahi ati kuja tao mahali fulani, I just can't. Nakwambia tu like I just can't. I'm babysitting and
Wongo, wongo.
hivyo tu siwezi.
You have anything to add on?
No, I think I just ask.
Yes.
Is it now even a hindrance towards your career?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Because let's say I get a job maybe far away from, right now I'm at home. I get a job maybe in Nairobi. I have to pay rent. I have to bring someone who will take care of the kid, the expenses. So I'll just say, let it just stay. Let me take care of my baby. Yeah, other things will come later. And to add something, this issue of young motherhood, the stress, everything. Last month, I created a group. It's called Mama Talk. Uh, it's a safe space for young moms
Is it
because
still running?
yeah, it's running. Currently, for because it's still small, it has like 40 people from different places in Kenya and from different beliefs, religion. It's a safe space where you can just talk to us, ask us. If you don't know this, someone will share with you. You can just call, like I shall tell them, you can just call me in case of anything. If you have a problem, just tell me. It's not like I'm a pro, but I can help you because I know I know one twos. I can share with you my experience on how I managed to keep someone alive until now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tumeshaongelea hiyo sasa. For you, I'll ask you a question.
Yes.
What has been the hardest experience as a young mom?
Finance. First is finance, because diapers are expensive.
For real?
Yeah, they're so expensive. According to me, maybe for others are not expensive. Uh, there is balancing, like balancing your time with the baby. There is also if you don't have support from your parents or support from your loved ones. Something else is if you don't have a support group, like you don't have someone to talk to. Something else, you lack experience. Like I never knew how to birth a child. I have never taken care. I've never cared for a child. I never knew how to take care of a baby. I never knew anything. Yeah, and I learned everything by myself mostly because I was with a child in school. Yeah, so it's but I embraced it, and right now I'm going on well.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yes, for you.
Yeah, according to me, being like the hardest part for me, I'd like to support her and say like diaper is the most expensive thing because
Can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Can we like unaweza tumia hii nini hii tulikuwa tunatumia kitambo sasa sisi napi.
No, according to the generation, we go by era.
Yes.
There's no way like you can use a nappy to your kids and then you're just like unazianika tu hivi kwa kamba and your neighbors like hey, huyu alijituma. You see? So you
No, it's true.
so according to me, diaper is the most expensive thing because a cost of diaper is 1,500.
Moja.
And the baby can use a diaper of 1,500 in 1 week.
Yes.
One ama inakuwa na
1
pack.
week. Okay, in a pack it is 42 pieces and
Also
it is
1,500.
1,500. So in that 42 pieces, it depends with how your baby pees or poops.
Yeah.
You can use like a 42 pieces in 1 week.
Yes.
So it forces you to
42.
yeah, it forces you to go look for another 1,500 for you to cater that diaper for that kid. It is very expensive because as a baby grows and outgrow kutoka kwa manguo, it forces you to hustle to like buy clothes enye ni kubwa. The more ana grow anaenda akizipata. Also like providing milk. Your milk, a mother's milk is not enough for a baby. It's supposed to introduce pudding. Baby's food is very expensive. Pudding itself is just very expensive because for a baby you need to use like 2k kwa food yake yenye atatumia for only like 2 weeks because you're supposed to buy matoke, you're supposed to buy ngwashe and all kinds of sorts for you to keep your baby health and a very like good looking child. And also like medical support.
Yeah.
If you don't have NHIF, you're supposed to be having extra cash in your phone. In case of any emergency or in case of any sickness, you're supposed to be having a certain amount in your phone. If your baby okay, kids are just funny. Mnaweza amka na yeye asubuhi ameshinda fiti, then saa 8 ndio huyo ana puke.
Okay.
And then after minutes later like ndio huyo anahara. So you're supposed like to rush because those are the very dangerous signs of a kid to show like the kid is very very sick. So you're supposed to be having a certain amount in your phone, like roughly, according to me, roughly it's 6k because
Every day.
kufika.
Kila siku tu 6k.
No, you're supposed to be saving for emergency, but according to medical health, according to me, roughly kutibu mtoto it's 6k because the babies medicines are very expensive. Hakuna yenye iko below 500 because those people are very sensitive. They cannot be fed on a fake medicine, and then you're supposed to like kulipia kadi, consultation, daktari, and you're supposed to have a permanent doctor mwenye atakuwa anaelewa how your kid like ana respond to medicine, ana respond to medication. Yeah, it's very expensive.
Nice. Do you have another question?
I'd like to add something also, like for you mom, si eti ukipata mtoto unaanza kuparara. You have to unajikeep, ukae baby girl, si eti uende uko 20 unakaa mtu ako 50. Yeah, unafaa tu ukae. So pia kubalance kujikeep, it's also money.
Yeah.
So it's challenging.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If maintaining yourself on how you were before,
Yeah.
it is very important, 100% very important because having a kid does not like haimaanishi unajiachilia ati because I'm a mom or something. Being a mom is just a huge name that the society will respect you according to the name that you're being called, mama fulani or mama fulani, ama alikuwa dem but alipatanga mtoto. You see, the respect comes in there.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to keep yourself, maintain yourself, just the way you want your dress to kill the society by dressing the code. Also try keep it yourself pia. Alafu it's not a must like when you're a mother you're having a shibli shabish hairstyle ama sijui I'm having a bad hair day nini. No. It's all about maintaining yourself so that people could at least see like hey, alipata mtoi but according to how I see her si mbaya, so that you can be a very good example when you give someone an advice or when you want to talk to someone.
Nice.
I see. Well, here we're talking about young mothers.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys are not single. Are you? You're not
I'm not
because you've said it.
single,
Are
yeah.
you? See, as in, it's nothing. I just want to
Okay,
bring
I'm
a
not
point
single
home.
for now. I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, but the person I'm having is not the biological child father, but he really took it positively and he accepted. He really embraces the love to the child even more than he does to me. And that's my happiness, my biggest happiness, because like I'd like to say the biological dad si aliruka, but the guy comes in and take it like it's his own cross. Ana support, anaketa everything. He video calls with the baby daily. They really talk, and the baby has grown knowing like this is my real dad.
Yeah.
And there's no way like you can brainwash that thing from her mind, because it will really like affect her like mentally, physically. Itafika to a point akuuliza like mam, daddy alienda wapi, and you'll be like hey, daddy alienda mbali lakini atarudi. For how long will you keep telling her? And she's developing her mind skill and ana grow. So for me, I'm not single. I have a guy, but the guy loves the child so much. And yeah, it's nice because he even introduced me to the parents, and their parents really took it positively. And it's all about like showing the love and equal support to the child.
Do you think it would have been any different if you were single? Now, if you were a single
Yeah.
mom.
Yes, it would have been different because just imagine, alafu in many situations unaweza rukwa alafu mtoto atoke anafanana na
Yeah.
Appetite nini?
you just waking up in the middle of the night looking at someone mwenye alienda. So mentally itaku affect, hauta raise your mtoto because like with okay unaweza, but sometimes unaweza kasirika like umchape because una feel yo like mbona aliniacha na sasa mtoto anamfanana
Oh, you beat the child?
yeah.
According to me,
Others-
I'll oppose that, because I'd say
no, I'm saying like others may.
It happens. I've
Yeah.
seen a case like that.
yeah,
It happens.
and like I'd say, according to her, anasema others, but for us young moms, we
It's not
oppose.
good, yeah.
We say like hata akizaliwa na mfanane, alitoka
Wako
kwako. It's you who carried the womb. Na definitely hata kama anamfanana, 99% of her genes comes from the mother. Yeah. 99% comes from the mother. And hata kama anamfanana, you really have to make your very level best to keep that child in a good situation, in a good environment, for you to provide and get everything for her, so that when that guy comes back to his senses, like anatry kujirudisha na kusema like I want to see my kid, he finds that kid, he or she like ni mtu hadi mtoto mwenye amtambui, anajua tu like I'm grown in a background of my mom, my aunties, my shusho, my guka. So hadi ile siku anatry kujirudisha, huyo mtoto akimwona anatoroka anakwambia mam, mtu fulani ako pale kwa gate ni mwizi, you see. So definitely I'd like to say like hiyo ni kama kuiba mtoto, jua ni mwizi tu, ulikuwa wapi all along.
Yeah.
And for me, that is very like nonsense. For me, like uliruka mtu and then you're trying to come back. Where were
true.
you from the start? Like we negotiated in this and we really had a talk about it. So for me, if we had something like, if we really shared a bed, you in your senses, you just know like, si wanasemanga wanaume they know when the sperm donor ya kuleta mtoto inajulikana.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Ati nini hiyo sijasikia hiyo. What?
See, I really hear from men that when a man is engaging with someone in bed, they really know the sperm that can donor a child to a lady. They really know when inatoka.
I don't know. Kwa audience yetu songa karibu ndo.
For me, I have a question.
Sijibu hiyo ya spam if
Spam milioni hapo. Mimi niko na hii swali. Nasikia mnaongelea tu mkisema we planned for this, we planned for this. Do you know that there are some scenarios unajipata umepewa dem ball au uko umepanga? Do you know that?
Yeah, personally,
So this is what I'm saying. Like see ati vile nyinyi mnakuwa frustrated, we are not. I get confused.
Yeah.
Like nitafanya nini?
Okay, I get your point.
That's unaona mwingine ana hepa.
ana flip ya.
Anatoroka si kupenda kwetu.
Wait.
Okay, I'm young. The way you are. unaelewa? So the way una approach your issues na vile mimi na approach, that's why imeniingiza nyazi, unaelewa?
Okay, for me,
So
I'd
wewe
like to
unataka
answer that.
unataka kunisulubisha ati nilipotea.
For me, I'd like to
Sijaambia
answer
madhangu,
that.
sijaambia madhangu, sijaambia mseo.
Leave alone your parents because your parents were not there when you're engaging in sex with that person. One, when you engage in sex with someone, when you engage in sex with your partner, you're supposed to have a certain talk.
Yes.
Say it like you're having a girlfriend, then you're at like you're mko kwa nyuma, and then ghafla being vu pap, things are just messing. Then after that you get to the shower na unaenda kwenyu. You're supposed to have a talk with your girl so that you're supposed to like unamtokea tu abruptly, hey babe, what if we do this and you end up pregnant, what could you do? So that you share your advice and her advice, you see if it can land on the same page, you know how you could like take it. But sasa hakuna vile utaengage in sex with your girl alafu unasema ati haukuwa umeplan and then like na unajua tu vile unaitoa na hadi inazama ndani.
Jumi kitu moja najua. One night stand haikuwagi na discussion.
Okay, that's a different scenario because according to us women we understand one night stand ni wale umewatoa pale paradise, si mtu mwenye umedate na yeye. One night stand ni hivyo, umetoa dem pap tango. That's another case. Juu umemtoa tamasha, si mtu umedate. Alafu that is very unsafe. You don't know the person's status, you don't know the person's disease, you don't know her background. That's why mnakuta nyi men most of the cases mnaenda lodging, mnakuta dem, kumbe dem ni shumileta. Amepotea.
anaekewa mchele.
Mnakuta hivyo, mnatoka hivyo na boxer. I had an amount of money. Lakini sahi sina. So you're supposed to be careful also.
Yeah, Melody, do you have another question? Yeah. So let's try and maliza. How do you find purpose when you're a young mom?
The first thing, you have to like learn how to how to manage time. You find your hobbies, what you love doing. You create time for you take care of yourself, you pamper yourself, and you love yourself more. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, for me, I'd like to say like spending most of your time with the child really creates a lot because that's when you can get to know how your child ako. Like unajua ukiwa na mtoto dal ni mtoto mwenye anakaa tu kwa kiti, then ati ni mtoi mwenye umemraise by seeing the TV, animation networks, all kinds of animations. That's a very dull child because you cannot know the abnormality and the normality of that child. Your child is supposed to be like hypey and jumpy so that it will be easier for a mom to know when the child is sick. And it is really healthy for you to know like if your child is a slow learner or kama ni mtu mchapchap hivi. So it really helps us like spending the most of the time with your child, and also like you can get to know like you're supposed to spend most of her time with you because akianza kuongea the first name anaita ni mom. So utafika to a point like anaongea vitu but your parents or your guardians or your neighbors anaongea kitu but hamuelewi. So it's only the mother that understand the language for you to translate to other people.
Yeah.
Na ni vizuri pia ukikuwa karibu na mtoto ili that bond inakuwa more stronger for her to know like my mom is very supportive, and it really creates a good thing because hadi akifika to a certain point of teenage age there's nothing that child can ever hide to you.
No.
Yeah.
You have anything? Okay. So nataka the last question. Now let's say msha engage in the sex, ndio?
Yes.
And for you want to keep the baby. The guy doesn't want to keep the baby because ameflip na akasema ai mazee finances, I'm not ready. So what step will you take as a young, as now a lady, now bado nini? So what steps do you nini?
First thing, a mom's instincts are always correct. If your mind, your instincts are saying keep the baby, no matter what anyone is saying, just keep it. Everything will just open. Milango zitafunguka. So you keep it and you move on. Yeah.
For you? So,
because it's not the last having a baby 0 to 9 months will just end very fast.
Yeah.
And 1 year to 10 will just end very fast, and you'll keep the baby will open doors, and motherhood will teach you. Being a mother, by the way, you are so respected. You cannot be like, ni kama umejiania cheo. Yeah, you are a mom. Hautakuwa unatitiwa
Like how
the
you were
same, like,
before.
yeah, how you were before. So inaweza kufungulia milango. Yeah, so
nice.
just
Yeah, according to me naweza sema mtoto ukuja na sahani yake hata kama you're not prepared. For me, I'd like to say I was not financially stable, but so far so good has not been bad. 95% has not been bad. I even don't know how I get money.
true.
I even don't know how I get support, but it just comes naturally. Naweza sema ni God all along,
Nice.
because with God everything is possible.
Mm.
Yeah, and good times, good things, good comes at a good time. And definitely a child, because he or she is an innocent angel.
Yeah.
God is ever there. So
Yeah.
long as you're just respecting yourself, you're respecting the society, having like a good like una mind tu CV yako isiban kwa society, because ikiweza like flip hivi kiasi then itokea ati mama fulani ameonekana kwa video fulani hivi na hivi, there's no day that neighbor can help you.
Kama vixen hivi.
Yeah, vixen I'd like to say like hiyo hadi ifai. Unajua inafaa ukiwa mama you're supposed to be a good example. Onyesha heshima kwa mtoto ili mtoto naye atakuja kukuheshimu. Then certain dress code we really keep it aside. We drop them for your child to give you respect. Juu najua like umezaa mtoi then you're like there unavaa booty short, unadai kuvaa booty short hivi na bumba jacket then na bra, alafu nangoja tu huyo mtoi akifika 14 years umwambie wewe wachana naye, atakwambia kumbuka hadi wewe ulivanga zile enzi zako. So there's no day mtu onyeshana respect.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think you can tutaenda hivi tukisema parting shots. Then yeah, I think it's been an educative episode. So tukienda hivi say your parting shot, and also you'll give a shout out to the group you have of young mothers. Yeah.
Yeah, so motherhood is a journey that starts and it goes beyond forever. Yeah, and being a young mom, it's not the end of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being a young mom, you must first teach yourself to embrace the changes. Be strong, be brave for your kid. Also be loving. Yes, and everything will just flow. Even you won't realize. And also to my team, I call them my team. The Mama Talk members, we're looking forward to grow together. Yeah.
So mi naweza sema, of course I'm not a mother, lakini naweza sema experience
You don't
nimeona,
say.
naweza sema like it's a rewarding and a very challenging journey. Now I can say ulisema like take care of yourself and trust your instincts,
Yeah.
and also yeah, be happy.
Yeah, for me I'd like to say like being a mother is something that unaheshimika sana juu hadi ukikufa leo that generation will always continue, and your name hakuna siku itawaiisha, because you created something that can make your generation grow to deep far end. And being a mom is something very special, very like ni kitu tu ya furaha sana juu hadi the moment unatoka home ukienda tao you just feel like I feel like something is not right with me, but deep down ukikumbuka it's all about your child. So hadi ukiwa na shughuli tao unaharakisha urudi. For you uko na like anaweza kuwa amelia sana, anaweza kuwa amesumbua sana. Most kwa wenye wameandika maids ama maid amechapa mtoi wangu, so unafanya shughuli haraka haraka ili urudi, you spend time with that child. Na yeah, for me being a young mom is something so special to me. Sijaona any negativity. It has been of respect, love and support. And I believe we should also do that to our fellow generation girl childs. because they really face hiyo problem ya kurukwa, marafiki kujitoa. Yeah, and as for me, I'd like to say I really want to thank my friend Mogio because she has ever been there. Even the moment I was pregnant, I also told her, but she was amongst of the friends who told me not to terminate it. And so far so good. I even chose her as the godmother because we've been friends over 11 years.
Sema hi.
So it's something that's so deep. And so far, according to her, hata yeye mwenyewe amenotice the things we used to do ili change when I got to be a mom.
Anything to say?
Yeah, being a mom is a very special thing, I believe. But again, it is also a decision. And I feel I have been raised by a single mom. My older sister is a single mom, young moms as well. But we don't want to raise a generation with a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
Because some people didn't get as much support as they should have wakiwa young moms. And now they bring those traumas to their kids. And it's a terrible thing. So I believe it is a calling. It is very special to be a mom, but also just because this is a life. This is someone you're bringing into this world. You don't want to bring them in ndio wateseke and they become even worse than you. So yeah, it is as much as a decision as it is a calling, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys for coming, and I know it's really a very sensitive topic to tackle on camera, and hata mi nikitafuta the topic I said nitapata wapi, and also I want to thank Mogio for finding you guys, and ulinitafuta on, I think ulitafuta my social media manager on Friday, and tulikuwa na set on this Wednesday, so yeah, it wasn't easy, and also I contacted her, tulikuwa tunamtafutia topic atupatani. Yeah, so I want you to give a shout out to your band where you sing.
I'm in a band, Kalista band. We play different places. Eldoret, you can follow us on social media at Kalista band, and Johnny Isaiah as well, the guy who was on the other set.
Yeah, so thank you so much, and see you on the next episode.
Umekata?
Okay, continue. What are you saying?
I'd like to shout out to my guy who really
Pole makosa ni yangu. Biblia niko single.
I really like to take a big shout out to my guy because he really showed me good support, and he really, even according to this talk, ametoa some points. Some points are from him, and he had to call me on a phone call of 1 hour telling me on how I should talk and how I should embrace it.
I think tumklapie kwa set.
And to his friend he goes by the name Sachege, and his friend Mike, he has I negotiate with Mike on a certain online business. It's all about prints, and you can find him at artistic hub on Instagram.
Tutatuachia ndio
And
tumweke
I'd
hapo.
like to shout out to my brother Pia, DJ Dusmale. He's been there for me, and he even helped me with these points of this talk.
Nice. And shout out. Hata wewe shout out.
Hatuna watu.
Okay, shout out. Mpe shout out.
Well, to my man.
Ni mimi tu.
Hata mimi.
He's a young dad. He just graduated last year.
It might be challenging to him.
Yeah, and he's doing things that I never imagined he could, because all this time he's been paying everything, like being there physically, mentally, financially, emotionally, and I love you.
Hey. Hata wewe sema. No, hatuwezi cut. It's nice. So I think it has given me an idea also to do an episode of young dads. It can be challenging for them. Now, giving them a voice, it can also educate other young men.
Yes.
So thank you guys for coming, and see you on the next episode. For real this time.
Thank you.